Imagine waking up in the middle of nowhere surrounded by silence. The kind of silence that makes you hear your own heartbeat. The sun is just starting to rise, painting the horizon with streaks of orange and pink, and your RV is the only shelter between you and the world outside. It's not a hotel, it's not a cabin in the woods, it's your tiny fortress on wheels. But there's a catch. Unlike those luxury RV channels that show glossy setups and endless budgets, you're running lean. You don't have thousands of dollars to pour into fancy gadgets or premium campgrounds. You're living, traveling, and surviving in your RV on a budget. And that means every choice, every dollar, and every resource matters more than you think. This isn't about scraping by or making do with less in a depressing way. It's about being clever. It's about turning simplicity into strength, and proving to yourself that you don't need a bank account bursting with money to thrive on the road. RV life on a budget isn't just survival. It's a test of resourcefulness, discipline, and creativity. And once you master it, you'll realize you're living in a way most people only dream about. The first truth about budget RV survival is that the little things add up fast. Most people think the big expenses, buying the RV, paying for fuel, insuring it, are the only hurdles. But the real danger lies in the drip, drip, drip of everyday spending. Campground fees, eating out when you're too tired to cook, paying for hookups you don't really need, impulse buys at RV supply stores. That's where the money disappears. If you're serious about surviving and staying safe on the road without draining your wallet, you have to take control of those small leaks. Dry camping or boondocking becomes your best friend. Free public lands, rest areas, even Walmart parking lots can keep you from paying $50 a night at campgrounds. Sure, you trade a few comforts, but you gain freedom. And freedom is the real luxury in RV life. Now let's talk about fuel, the expense that can cripple a budget faster than anything else. An RV guzzles gas like it's thirsty for revenge, and if you're not careful, you'll spend more on fuel than on food. The secret is slowing down, literally. Drive slower, stick to routes that don't have endless hills, and plan your journeys in loops rather than crisscrossing aimlessly. Apps and websites can help you find the cheapest gas stations along your route. And trust me, shaving off just a few cents per gallon adds up quickly when you're filling a tank the size of a small swimming pool. Budget survival in an RV isn't about going without. It's about squeezing every mile out of every drop. Of course, saving money is pointless if you don't also stay safe. A lot of people romanticize the idea of parking anywhere, but safety is the one thing you can't gamble with. Free parking spots in secluded areas are great, but you have to train your instincts. If something feels off about a spot, don't stay. Always park where you can pull out quickly if you need to leave in a hurry. Keep your doors locked, your keys within reach, and your phone charged. Living on a budget doesn't mean being reckless. It means being smart enough to protect both your wallet and your well-being. Food is another battlefield. It's tempting to eat out at diners or pick up ready-made meals, especially when the RV kitchen feels cramped. But here's the truth. Nothing will wreck your budget faster than treating the road like one long restaurant tour. Stock up at discount grocery stores, buy in bulk when possible, and master simple meals you can cook with minimal energy and equipment. Rice, beans, pasta, and canned goods are staples for a reason. They're cheap, filling, and last forever. But don't fall into the trap of eating only survival food. Learn to cook one or two budget-friendly meals that feel like a luxury, something you can look forward to on hard days. That little psychological reward keeps you motivated. Survival isn't just physical, it's mental. When it comes to power and water, those who thrive on a budget are the ones who learn to stretch every drop and watt. Solar panels are an investment, but even a small, inexpensive setup can give you independence from expensive hookups. Water conservation becomes second nature. Showering quickly, Reusing gray water when safe and carrying collapsible jugs can extend your freedom by days. The less you rely on paid hookups, the more money you keep in your pocket. And remember, the road rewards those who plan. Always know where your next water refill station is and how far your propane will last. In RV life, running out of resources isn't just inconvenient, it can be dangerous. Another overlooked part of RV survival on a budget is maintenance. Ignore a squeak, a rattle, or a small leak today, and tomorrow it becomes a repair bill that wipes out your savings. The cheapest way to keep an RV running is to catch problems early. Learn basic maintenance, checking oil, patching leaks, tightening screws, even sealing your roof. YouTube, forums, and online communities are your classroom. Every skill you learn is money you don't have to pay someone else. On the road, being handy is as valuable as cash, but let's not sugarcoat it. Budget RV living can be tough. There will be days when the weather is against you. When you're tired of cooking beans, when you long for a hot shower that lasts more than 3 minutes. There will be nights when you question why you're doing this at all. And that's when the mindset shift matters most. You're not living this way because you're forced to. You're doing it because you've chosen freedom over comfort, simplicity over excess, and experience over possessions. Most people spend their lives trapped in routines, tied to bills and mortgages, always waiting for a vacation that comes once a year. You, on the other hand, get to wake up every day with a horizon that changes whenever you decide. That's not survival, that's real living. Still, don't underestimate the value of community. Other RV travelers, especially those living frugally, are a goldmine of tips, support, and even friendship. Online groups and forums can tell you the best free camping spots, how to repair something without expensive parts, and where to find cheap supplies. Meeting others on the road can also create a safety net. You're never truly alone if you know how to connect. In the end, RV survival on a budget is about balance. You don't have to deprive yourself of every comfort, but you do have to be intentional. Spend money on things that truly matter to you. Cut mercilessly on the rest. If a coffee in a small-town cafe feels like a memory worth keeping, buy it. If an expensive gadget only saves you 10 minutes a week, skip it. Budget survival doesn't mean living like a miser. It means building a life where every dollar serves a purpose. Think about it this way. When you strip life down to the essentials, you learn what really matters. Food, water, safety, a place to rest, and the freedom to keep moving. The rest, big TVs, fancy decor, endless luxuries, isn't survival, it's distraction. The road has a way of teaching you that. Out there, the stars are your entertainment system. The campfire is your heater, and the quiet moments are your treasure. So, if you're ready to live RV life without draining your bank account, remember this. Survival isn't about having the most money or gear. It's about making the smartest choices with what you already have. It's about slowing down, conserving resources, staying safe, and being willing to trade convenience for freedom. At first, it may feel like sacrifice. But soon you'll realize you're not just surviving. You're thriving in ways people tied to 9-to-5 jobs can't even imagine. And maybe one morning, as the sun rises over another new horizon, you'll sit with your coffee made from discount beans, cooked on a small propane stove, and you'll feel richer than you ever did in a house full of things. Because survival, when done right, isn't about scraping by. It's about proving to yourself that the simplest life can also be the most extraordinary.